Coming up next on Get Caught in a Net.
You are now tuned in to Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette, where your host, Annette Harris, analyze intriguing life questions and concerns, such as, do Christians suffer from mental illness? Have you wondered why they act abnormal? Or you may ask, what is really going on in their minds? Do you need Annette? Well, keep listening for a biblical understanding of the psychology of the mind.
Hey guys, great evening. Welcome to another wonderful segment of Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. I am your host. Can't even get my name out tonight. I'm your host, Annette Harris. I want to thank you so much for coming in with us. I am the CEO of Get Caught in a Net Incorporated. I am also the two-time award-winning author of that bestseller, Surviving a Silenced Heartbeat, and your certified mental health ambassador. Listen, guys, tonight we are doing, I said this was round 2. So this is the second part of round 2 on today. This evening, we had DAG nominees on this morning, and we are having more on this evening. I have 2 beautiful ladies that I'm going to bring in. A few of them couldn't make it on to this particular segment, but that's okay. They are doing a media campaign, if you will, prior to the awards show. And so they're on different radio shows, different podcasts, promoting the actual award show, but promoting their nominated books. And so if you don't get a chance to see them here on Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette, I'm quite sure there are some other avenues that you can look at them on. So I am encouraging you when you come in on tonight, do me a huge favor, click the share button. It costs you nothing. I haven't said that in a while, but it costs you nothing to click that share button. If you wouldn't mind clicking on the love button, the heart, the thumbs up, the care button, and push this particular segment out. On tonight, I'm going to feature author Brittany Thomas and author Natasha Cook. And these are 2 young ladies. I actually met both of them last year, if I'm not mistaken. And they're sincere about what they do and what they have that they're going to share with you on this evening. So let me bring them in without further ado. I do want to say earlier today on the 12 noon show, I want to make a correction. Last week, we did have Jay Vincent on, I believe, the 6 p.m. hour. We had some others that were scheduled that weren't able to hop in on the segment. So I want to make that correction. And the other correction, I normally give my opening scripture, which is Hosea 4:6. I switched it around this morning. So I just want to make that correction. I guess I'm doing like the newscast, where they make mistakes. They want to come back and let you know they made a mistake. So with that being said, let me just hop right in and ask Brittany, can you unmute your device and tell us how you're doing on this evening?
Yes, I'm doing great. I'm honored and blessed to be on the show. I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic and ready to go.
All right. And I tell you, there is truth to that because she was on, I think as soon as I turned on the StreamYard link, she was right there. So she's ready tonight. I appreciate that. And author Natasha, come on and tell us how you're doing on this evening. I know you're kind of running in from work, but we appreciate you. How's it going?
It's going wonderful. Oh my God. As you said, I am running from work, but I'm here and I go.
Good, good, good. All right, wonderful, wonderful. And I see some of you coming in on the comments section. I do encourage you to throw in your comments or questions. You want to say hi to these beautiful authors on this evening, you are welcome to do so. We will kind of toggle back and forth as we are talking to them about their book. Maybe a little bit about their background. I'm going to ask them that right now, if they can kind of share with our audience, maybe reintroduce yourself or introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are. Who is author Natasha?
Author Natasha Cook is a mother. She is a hard worker. She's from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh.
I started my writing career back in 2023, where I had a hard time, and a whole bunch of drama went on. So I turned my drama and my pain into a book.
Okay.
My book is available on Amazon, and the book is basically about friendship, heartbreak, love, suspense. Mainly, I wrote this book from my heart, and it's just, I don't know. That's just who I am.
Okay. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now, the name of your book is Through Tori's Eyes. Is that right?
Yes, I actually have two books that's been nominated this year. The friend
Woo-hoo.
That's my adult book. That's the one about the friendship and the betrayal, everything. But I
Okay.
also have the children's book, which is Through Tori's Eyes, and that talks about autism. I actually wrote that book with my daughter. She actually drew the one of the main characters. So she drew the girl, and the illustrator just enhanced her more. So this is like a mommy daughter book.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you mind me asking how old is your daughter?
She just turned 12. She just actually had a birthday September the 4th.
Oh, shit, September baby. Okay.
There you go. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. Well, I'm a September baby too. So September babies, we stick together. Beautiful. Well, thank you for that background. That's wonderful. I'm sure it probably makes you feel good. I just saw Farron jump in, and I know the book she was nominated for last year. Her journey through, I'll just say, what is it? Come on, Farron, help me. I cannot pronounce the name of that. Is it? I think I just say IP, but I know, and she wrote about her daughter and her experience, her journey with that, and so that's you just reminded me of that when you mentioned about your own daughter.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to have that collaboration, like that, and I'm sure it makes you feel good. Beautiful. Okay, come on, Brittany, talk to me. Give me a little bit of background, and then, of course, the name of your book.
Okay. My name is Brittany Thomas. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm 28 years old. I am a entrepreneur. Brittany's Beads and Books. I'm a motivational speaker, prayer warrior, intercessor, and I also make inspirational jewelry and put inspirational words on them. And also, I have a nonprofit, Jets Angels Incorporated, as well. And the name of my book is Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool You, Overcoming Obstacles to Greatness. And that book is basically about me, my life, the equipment that I use for the things that I do. For example, getting in the pool. I like going on go-karts, going on dates like everybody else.
Okay.
And it just explains that I'm still able to do everything like everybody else. It just may take a little bit more time. And this book is actually for classified as a children's book, but I think it can be beneficial for adults as well, because they might have children with disabilities and they might not know the resources that are available to them.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how you were obviously selfless to even write this, to share, be personal, and
Yes,
share your journey. And I love it. I love that name, the name of your book. Don't let the wheelchair fool you. I
yeah,
love it. Overcoming obstacles to greatness. And
yeah,
yes, you're right. It's not only, it may be listed under, for children, but it's for all of us. We can all learn.
yes,
We can all learn. All right, I
yeah.
love it. So, what speaking of, I want to piggyback off of that. I said it's wonderful for you to share your journey. Now, was it hard for you to do that, or did you just feel led to
Um,
do it?
Well, no, I won't say that it was hard. Don't let the wheelchair fool you was actually a name that I used to say like back in the day. I think I made that as a Facebook post. I don't know if I was upset about something, to be transparent. And I was like, don't let this wheelchair fool you or something like that. And that's how I became motivated to write it. And my mom was like, when I wrote my first book in 2020, she was like, the name of your next book should be "Don't Let the Wheelchair Fool You." And I'm like, okay, yeah, because that's something I always say.
Right.
So yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So, how long did it take you to write this particular book? This one?
Well, this one 3 days, because once the Lord gave it to me, it was like I was done.
Impressive. I love it. But you said the key words there. You said when the Lord gave it to you.
Yeah.
So when God gave it to you, it don't have to take a long time. It does not.
Right.
It does not.
Right.
I love it. Let me recognize some of you that are coming in, and you guys are tagging, and I appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, make sure you tag individuals and share this live feed. I see author Teresa says, congratulations, ladies. And of course, Gina Gasson, she's tagging and highlighting. She says, hey, queens. And Farron, thanks for coming in. Farron, and she put down here the name of her book. Thank you. Shining Through My Journey with, I'm still gonna say IP. I don't want to mess up that name, but it's definitely a book that you guys need to keep up with. She's been nominated for something else, but um that's a deep book, and I see how God is blessing and taking her. Andre is on, says good evening all. We had him on last week. Thank you for joining us. And of course, Ms. Romance herself, Natalie Murphy, says hello, ladies. I love how you guys support each other on this media journey that you guys are on. It's beautiful. I think it's important to have that behind you to give you that push. Natalie says, I love that title, Brittany. I do too. Yeah. And Brittany, you cracked me up. You said you must have been mad at somebody or something when you made that post. You said, don't let this wheelchair fool you. Come on now. It's like I can kind of hear you saying it in my head. Don't even let it fool you. But I think that's beautiful, because even when I met you last year, I was so impressed meeting you, and I'm like, she's just willing to share, because we go through so many different things, whether it's from physical ailments, whatever, mental challenges or whatever, and sometimes we don't necessarily want to share, or we don't share. But if we do, we can not only help ourselves, we can help somebody else. So I love that. I love your spirit. Love your spirit. Okay, come on. Talk to me a little bit more about your book, Natasha, author Natasha. I know you said, so you had the Friends, you were nominated for 2 books, Friends Before Enemies. And is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. So talk to me a little bit about that book. What was the inspiration? I can only imagine what it was, but you tell me what your inspiration for writing that book.
The inspiration, it just came, just nights where I couldn't sleep, just was up writing. A lot of it is fictional, but
Okay.
it also is things that I have either seen or
Mm-hmm.
things that came to me, and I kind of
Oh,
spin on it a little bit.
okay. All right.
Mhm. So it took me about 6 months to write because it's a little longer,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole process after I written it, it felt good, and I
Okay.
wanted the story to be told. And I get so much feedback from that, and I get a lot of people say, "Well, Tasha, when?" Because they call me Tasha. Well, Tasha, when is the second part coming out? The second part is coming out soon, guys. So this is exclusive. So be on the part two.
Okay. I love it. Y'all heard it here. It's coming out. It's coming out.
Coming.
Listen. So, okay. I asked about the inspiration for writing it. So what are you really trying to convey with this book? What was like one of your main points that you were trying to get across writing a book entitled Friends Before Enemies?
I just want people to know that they're alone, and anything like the betrayal, everybody goes through it. I went through it. Heartbreak, um friends, they come and they go. So I just pretty much want people to know that they're not alone in anything. If they need someone to talk to, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was my main thing, my main purpose. I wanted people to know it's just you're not alone.
Okay. And is this really catered toward adults
It
or anybody?
is definitely an adult book. No children, please, no children. No children can read that. 18 and above only.
Right, right. Well, I asked that because I see, sometimes, different, whether it's articles or news reports of, when you get older, sometimes it's harder to make friends when you
Yeah.
get older. I don't know if you've seen or heard that, or not. And I've always kind of wondered about that. And I believe there's some truth to it now. I do believe there's some truth to it the older you get. So sometimes when I'm looking, like even on social media, and I see how individuals have they're saying we've been friends for over 20 years, and they talk about their friendship and how it has lasted. And I think it's absolutely wonderful. Sometimes people have been friends since they met in kindergarten or something like that. So yeah, I think if there is truth to it, the older you get, it may be a little bit harder to make friends. And I mean, I could think of various reasons why that could be. Why do you think it's harder for us to make friends as we age?
That I'm not sure, to be honest, but I know personally, me and my best friend, we've been friends since we've been 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
So, and as of right now, she actually live in Ocean City, so we don't talk as much. But when we get together, oh my goodness, like I never left us. But
Right.
growing up, I can't even say why as adults we don't keep
Mhm.
as when we're younger.
Yeah. I think, sometimes unfortunately we run into that we feel like we're up against each other, or um like we're playing a game or something, and I want to get ahead of her, I want to get ahead of him. And so you don't necessarily make that friendship connection, and don't really look at relationship as something that could be beneficial for you. But here I go analyzing again. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Those are just my thoughts. Thanks, Gina, for this comment. She says the trust has been broken down over years, so you step lightly when it comes to bringing new people in your circle. That's it right there.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would totally agree with that, Gina. That was well spoken or well written. That is definitely, I believe, trust Trust is so important. And if you don't feel like you're kind of like looking around and, you're like, nah, I'll keep what I have over here. I won't open up my circle to that because you see some stuff or you've been hurt,
So
you may have to kick some people out. Go ahead.
right, but you also kind of grow away from them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like what worked for your friendship back then may not work for you now because
Right.
you get older and you are trying to advance yourself, if you want to say it that way. And maybe
Yeah.
they stuck in their ways in the past, how they used to doing things, and that's probably not what you're about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Yeah. And I think when it comes to you making new friends, I think you have a mental checklist,
Yes,
whether you sit there and do it or not, like, or whatever. Maybe, nah, yeah, no, maybe so. You kind of look at that checklist to make sure that you're not, because you don't want to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? That's bottom line. And you're not being mean when you say that. You just want to waste your time. Farron says, my definition of friendship changed. You can't call everyone friend.
that's
Ooh-wee.
can't. You
Yeah,
definitely can't.
that's true, Farron. Because we younger. Yeah, that's my friend. Your mom be like, that's your friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. But yeah, over the years, that definition can change. That's so true. That is so true. Very true. Well, okay. Okay. So now the other book, through Tori's eyes, you've already kind of given us a kind of little recap of that. How long did it take you to write that one?
That one actually took me just like Brittany, 2 to 3 days.
Wow.
And just sitting in front of the window, I was talking to my sister. Her daughter actually have autism, and I've always wanted to write a book with my daughter and something. And she liked to draw. At first, she calmed it, but I was like, no, let's do something else. But she kept saying the things like she kept telling me like, oh, my daughter like bubbles and my daughter like playing with water. So I was like, oh my God, that would be an awesome book to tell people how it is caring for an autistic child. So Through
Mm-hmm.
Eyes was pretty much created that way.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I love that. All right. I love how you guys are bringing in, maybe personal experiences from family or friends or something to, go into a book. And we always say everyone has a book inside of them. Whether they want to tell it or not, that's up to them. But I believe that. So I want to do something a little different. So you guys have heard of an elevator pitch, right? Where you only have so many minutes or seconds to tell somebody about yourself. So I want I was gonna call her baby girl, Brittany. If you could, for me, you can unmute. Give me an elevator pitch about whether it is your book that's been nominated or something about Brittany to kind of, you only have a few seconds to tell someone about you. What would you tell them?
I would tell them that I love writing books and I love seeing people encouraged and empowered. And my purpose simply on earth is to create an environment where people know that they can live a life without no excuses.
I like that. And she did it in record time. I love it. I love it. Because sometimes, and I'm doing it this way because sometimes you may only have a few minutes, right? But, I believe that, and even all the authors, including you all that I've had on and that I will have on, you really want to reach out or, pay it forward and help people. So sometimes we may only have a small window, to be able to do that. So I love that. Yeah. And it's great. I'm still processing the title of your book. I'm still stuck back there. Don't let it fool you. Okay. She can show you some stuff. All right, come on, Natasha. I'm sure you had some time to think about that. I'm going to ask you the same question, if you wouldn't mind for us.
Um, well, my purpose in life right now is just like Brittany, to help people. I'm actually trying to start up classes to teach people how to self-publish their own books.
Okay.
And to do classes with kids and adults just to show them the process. If they want to do self-publish, if they want to do take the other route.
Okay.
Um, so that's, and then I like to see people's reactions from reading my books as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like I love feedback. So yeah.
Right, right. What does that do for you, that feedback?
It teaches me how to get better. It teaches me the things that don't hit on no more, or suggestions like, oh, this person should have did this. Well, maybe I put that in the next book. So it gives me kind of push as well that I need to further my writing career as well.
Okay. All right. And that's good. That's a good mature response, to be honest with you, because sometimes people don't want anybody telling them anything. They don't want it. They don't want to get the feedback for whatever reason, maybe they feel people are criticizing them or something like that. But that's a good trait to have. Good trait to have. As I move forward with these questions on tonight, this just came across to me. With a book title, how important do you think that is to make sure that you have a certain book title representing what it is that you're writing about? How important is that to you? Either of you can answer.
I think that's very important because in a way it tells people about your personality. In a way, a title can help you represent your brand, who you are as a person. And not only that, when writing the book, they like that title. Like it makes them want to know what it's about or what you're writing about at that moment.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to have a good title because that kind of gives like a synopsis of what the book might be about, or gives a person insight about what the book might entail. I think the cover of a book and the title of a book is very important.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I'm glad you threw that in about the cover. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. What are your thoughts on that, Natasha?
I think Brittany said it all. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but the title for me was very important. I wanted it to stand out. I
Okay.
wanted the title to grab the reader's attention. Oh, through Tori's eyes. Oh, well, what's through Tori's eyes? Or
Mm-hmm.
on enemies. Well, why she didn't spell out B4. She put the letter 4. People don't know,
Uh-huh.
but 4 is very sentimental to me because that's the day my daughter was born. So
Okay.
I told nobody that, but that's the reason why I put B4. So,
Oh, that's beautiful. I love
so
that.
it's the titles to me and the cover. The cover is what for through Tori's eyes. I wanted the cover to basically be, and I don't want to sing. I just wanted it to be black, so I didn't want to see like being discriminated against anyone.
Okay.
But main characters to be black because I coming from a black home, I didn't see artistic people and other cultures.
True.
So that's why I that way, and I wanted a child to be on the cover of my book.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it. Natalie said, y'all give them some great answers. I would have totally agree. I love it. I love it. Rachel has joined us. Thanks. And she says, hey, Queens, and
Hi.
congratulations. Yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one tonight. Um, you know what? I want to ask you ladies, and it does not necessarily have anything to do with the nomination or anything, but I want it because this has been on me for a couple of days now, just in general. And I did put up a post. Talk to me about your self care. And I guess you can kind of still relate it to, when you were writing the book, maybe on this media campaign. You're promoting your book, you're pushing it out. But what does Brittany and Natasha do for self care?
For self-care, I kind of just, when I need my quiet time, I'll tell everybody around me, like, okay, I need some quiet time. I just need to go pray, listen to my worship music, or sometimes it's not even worship music, just my favorite upbeat song, or watch a TV show that will make me laugh. And for me, I love to eat, so it's like, sometimes I'll get my favorite food or my favorite snack, and that'll kind of get me like in the speed and ready to write. For me, with my writing, since I'm very prophetic, sometimes I have to turn on a prophetic instrumental to kind of get my brain going.
Okay.
And that will kind of help.
Okay. I love that. Might take some of your tips. No, but that's good though. But you know what? And it's interesting now when I write or even when I'm studying something, I can't have anything going on in the background. I have to have like complete silence. But that's just me. So I love how you say you have to turn on something to kind of get you going or what have you. I don't know. Because with me, child, if a song is on or something, I'm reading, I'll keep looping and reading the same thing.
Right. And
I'm like, I need to concentrate. Natasha, you shaking your head. Is that you too?
yeah, because in the middle of the night, it could be 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I could be up writing in the middle of the night. Yes, I need.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So what are some of your self-care tips?
Self-care tip is I take a nice hot bubble bath. I tell my daughter to be in her room, give me 30 minutes. I have me a cup of wine, my earphones, and that's my calming down.
Okay.
That's my self-care.
Good. And I asked that because it is important that we have that because we need a balance. Life is so many things are going on, whether it's in our personal lives or outside. And so we need to make sure that we have a balance, going around and working or studying or what have you. We have to make sure we have that balance and making sure we take care of ourselves because we don't want to let ourselves fall to the wayside, if you will. You're doing everything else. But then you're not really taking care of yourself. Natalie says here, Brittany be rocking those nails. And she showed, I think that's probably the first thing I noticed about you, Brittany, when you were on the show last year. I was like, that girl, them nails, I'm saying they were gorgeous too. But she's so right.
Yeah.
And not only your nails, but your hair too, honey.
Yes, that's why I did my hand like this so she could.
Brittany said, we going natural tonight.
Yeah.
It's all good. It is all good. I love it. Aaliyah Lee has come in. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Again, guys, if you're just not joining us, if you haven't shared this live stream, I would appreciate it if you would. You can tag individuals in directly so that if they're not able to watch it live, they can always come and watch the broadcast, the rebroadcast, if you will. And you can also tag, again, throw up the heart, the love, the thumbs up, if you would not mind doing that for us on tonight. So this Distinguished Author Guild nomination. Is this the second one for both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So what y'all think about that? The second time around.
Listen, I I am honored to be a part of it again. I had such a good time last year, even though my book was nominated, but I did not win. But it was just an experience as a whole. And even though I didn't win, it felt like I was getting like all the attention. Everybody was like, "Brittany, you look so pretty," da 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 da. And I'm not ashamed to say, some people like, "Oh, don't put all the attention on me. Me, I'm lights, camera, action." That's just how God created me to be. So
Yeah.
when it just made me feel so good when everybody was around, and it felt like family, to be honest, a community. And so I'm excited to be back with my family. I met so many amazing people, and I just thank God for this community. And I know that it's going to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger. So as long as I can go and travel, I look forward to being a part.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for that. Natasha, what's the second nomination mean for you?
Wonderful. Again, I love the community, even though my book did not win, but it was just the experience of being there, seeing everyone. Everyone looked so gorgeous. And just like Brittany said, the community, it felt family. I felt like I was home. Like everything was so beautiful. And to have this is definitely a blessing this time around again. I thank you, Miss Gina, Miss Carolyn. She helps a lot as well in the background. Um, it it's just a blessing to be back. And
Beautiful.
you, listen, that I met you too at the gala as well.
Yes. Yeah, it was such a pleasure meeting you guys. And I'm hearing, and I asked you guys about how this experience with DAG, what does it mean to you? And I just keep hearing the same thing over and over: community, networking, that connection, and the biggest word, family, family. So, Gina, I know you've heard this, but take it in, because that, with her being the one of the founders of that foundation, that's got to make you feel like I'm on the right track. Sometimes you may feel like I'm doing so much, but it's not working, or what have you, or it could be overwhelming. But when you think back on these responses from these authors and how much DAG means to each of them, that should encourage you to keep moving, to keep pressing. And all those that are helping you, Greg, Dr. Stevens, different ones. I don't want to start calling names because I may miss somebody, but it's good to have those working in the background and helping with this particular foundation and the award show itself. So it's a blessing. So where can they find, did we already talk about, I think one of you mentioned where you can find your book. Can you tell us again? Where can they find find your books, ladies?
You can find my book at Brittany'sBeadsandBooks.com. Go there and you'll be able to purchase your books there for $18.99.
Okay. Brittany's Books and Beads.
Brittany's beadsandbooks.com.
Sorry, beads and books. Okay, I'm glad I asked you. If you get an opportunity, Brittany, can you maybe place the link, or just where you said you can find the book in the comment section on this particular segment, and that way when people come back in, they can see the link. And then also, I would like for you to do that as well, Natasha. Can you tell us where to find your books?
Yes. My books is actually on Amazon. I do have a web page, but I can't think of the website right now.
Okay.
It's kind of under construction a little bit because I still have to add some more things on there. So as of right now, I'm just telling everybody that my books is available on Amazon. You could just search the name of the title, or you could search Natasha Cook.
Oh, wonderful. Just as simple as that. That's good. Okay. All right. Well, you guys know where to find these wonderful books. And I'm telling you, and these titles, Gina, I don't know, you and your committee, your crew, I don't know how y'all gonna do this with the winners, because these titles are awesome to me. They're amazing, and the content itself. I haven't been able to, look at all of the books, of course, but I'm quite sure the content will match with the titles. So I'm praying for y'all when y'all doing the reward show. Farron says the connection is unmatched, and we love you, Gina. Gina, you sure do. Gina did say congratulations again, beautiful ladies. Let me see. Final encouraging words. You guys know I like to do that. I did that last year. I want to see if you can give some encouraging words to someone, whether they are writing a book, they should have written a book already, or just something encouraging in life that you want to share and leave with my listeners on tonight.
I'll leave you with this. Don't sit down on what God has given you. Don't sit down on your gifts. Don't sit down on your talents. Don't sit down on your purpose, because you are actually doing God a disservice when you don't use what He has given you. So make sure that you don't take it for granted, and don't take it lightly, because He didn't take it lightly when He blessed us.
Did y'all see how Brittany switched over and put on that evangelist hat right there? Yeah, did y'all see that? I hope y'all saw that. Okay. But my girl be on TikTok. I mean, she be praying. Do you hear me? She will go live and will pray in a minute. And then put your prayer request in if you dare, because she gonna pray for you right then and there. I love it. I absolutely love it, Brittany. I really do. Okay, Natasha, what are your encouraging words that you want to leave?
I want to leave, the encouraging word of telling people to just don't stop. Keep writing. My cousin Tyra, she actually just came out with a book. It took her 10 to 15 years to even finish her book. But I encourage her and I honor her because she never quit. So I encourage everybody to do not quit. Keep going. What is for you, it will be for you.
Yes.
Keep going.
Love it. All right. Y'all got those words now. My sisters done come out tonight and they are encouraging you. So my. Take it in. Gina says words to live by, Brittany. Yes. And she also said, she was responding when I said I'm praying for those who are looking at all these nominations to select winners. The readers says that it's difficult, and I can only imagine. But that just goes to show you the talent that's wrapped up in so many people, the word that God gives, through so many different individuals. And when they're able to express it in written form like this is an actual blessing. And Aaliyah says, wow, amazing, ladies. I would agree, Aaliyah. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. It's a pretty name. And Gina says here, you're such an inspiration, author Natasha Cook. That's beautiful. Yes, she is. That Gina, she's such an encouragement herself. And I always talk about her. I'll probably talk about her so much, she'd be like, will you stop? But I want to talk about our queens and our kings and encourage you all to keep moving and to keep going. I just love this. I absolutely love it. All right, so we are going to get out of here. But of course, Gina, if you are still there, if you could please put the link for me for the award show. Distinguished Authors Guild 6th Literary Award Show. I think I said that correctly. Will be held November 7th, 2025. And it will be in Park Forest, Illinois at Theater 47. Same place it was last year. Nice place here in Illinois. Some of you guys are going to be traveling here. Some of you already live here. And it is going to be a wonderful time. Gina has placed the link in the comment section. So you guys, please get your tickets. Not sure what you're waiting on, but get your tickets. Please do so. And you have, ample time. We had authors on last week, this week, and next week. So we're going to keep on pushing this and encouraging you guys to go ahead and support. And my understanding is that the proceeds from the tickets will go towards scholarships. And you had me at hello when you said that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Encouraging those who are trying to get a good education. And, sometimes we need that push. We need that extra assistance, if you will. So whatever way we can, help out, we will do just that. So don't forget, I have my final, which will be next week. So we'll call that round 3. Interviews with Distinguished Author Guild nominees for 2025. And that will be next Wednesday, the 17th at 12 noon Central Standard Time, and then back at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on that same evening. So thank you, ladies, for your time on this evening and sharing with us and giving us hope and encouragement. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
All right. And I see here, Gina says, you may also donate to the scholarship fund at Cash App. And you see the handle there, $DAG XX20. So you can donate, to the scholarship, Actually, you can do both. You can buy a ticket and you can donate. Uh-oh, did I do that for you, Gina? All right. All right now. We want to support. We really do. So make sure you guys do that, and you'll be blessed for it. And she also says, as always, a wonderful time was had. Yes, definitely. All right, guys. So next week, again, remember, we will be back for the remaining nominees and talk to them about their books. And I'm sure there are going to be more that will inspire us. We appreciate those with comments, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, for joining in, coming in and talking with us on this evening, sharing with us, engaging with us. So we just pray that God will just bless everyone on this evening and in the days to come. So take a look at this promo for next week, and we'll see you soon. On the next session of Get Caught in the Net.